Well, good morning and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. My name is Sherry. If you are new, welcome. So in today's video, we're going to be making a couple of soups. Now, I have made these soups before. We are just changing them up just a little bit. So if you saw in the opening credits, you saw some beautiful homegrown vegetables. I would like to thank my mom and dad for those. My dad has a very green thumb. Mine not so much. I'm still learning on how to produce my own food here on the homestead. So he had a little extra of abundance and offered them to us. And of course, we gladly accepted. My husband's been asking me for some more broccoli cheddar soup. He likes to sometimes take that to work with him. So I was more than happy to oblige. And I did add, even though the broccoli and the cheddar was not currently homegrown, he did get some homegrown carrots from my parents' garden. And we added some other stuff to it. Some chicken broth, which was homemade by me. Some half and half. Some the fresh carrots, onions, and then a little bit of garlic powder, pepper, salt, paprika, and some dry mustard. Once you're going to go ahead and mix all of the seasonings together, you're going to go ahead then and add your half and half and the homemade, well, I made homemade, the chicken broth. You're going to go ahead and cook that until at least the vegetables are fork tender. It can be anywhere between like 15, 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more. You don't have to have a lid on it, but if you want to add a lid, you sure can. I decided I wanted to make myself some potato soup. I would normally make potato leek soup, but since my parents had given me some bok choy, I says, well, I'm going to go ahead and do a bok choy potato, and I've added carrots and onions in as well. You're going to go ahead and mix that up thoroughly, and you're going to cook that for about 5-10 minutes to get everything all taken care of and mixed in together. Then you're going to add the potatoes. You want to go ahead and steam them for a little bit, usually about 5-10 minutes, and then you're going to add in your broth. And I had some homemade chicken broth going. My husband got the last of the older stuff, which was not old, but I needed to use those cans up. So I had just grabbed the last little bit of the fresh that I have going. I had about 4.5 cups. And once I added all that in there, I allowed everything to all come up to a good rolling boil. Actually, on both of those, then I turned the heat down, let them simmer for a while. I think it's like 15 to 20 minutes, or at least until the potatoes are also too fork tender. You can add this to make it vegan, so you don't have to add the chicken broth like I did. You are certainly welcome to go ahead and use any type of vegetable stock that you have going. And then what we had done after that is he got some cheddar cheese and I had a little bit left over. So I added some cheddar cheese into mine as well. Now, what we did with the kohlrabi, which was absolutely delicious, you'll see coming up here in a little bit. My mom and dad was telling me that they had made kohlrabi French fries. Now, in a previous video, I had done French fry seasonings, and I had said, well, you know what? Now that I've got kohlrabi, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. So on a cookie sheet at about 425 degrees, it was about 15 to 20 minutes. I mixed the French fry seasonings with the broccoli and the kohlrabi. Now on the kohlrabi, you want to go ahead and cut the tops off and the bottom off, and you want to make sure you get enough of the bottom so you don't get that woody flavor, because then that's not going to be really good that you want to eat. You trim off the outer core, and then what I did is I cut them into French fry shapes. Then I added the French fry seasonings into it, and I went and baked that in the oven. And I think they came out delicious, don't get me wrong. Both the cauliflower, which my son and my daughter tasted, and then the rest of us tasted the French fries. The French fries were absolutely delicious, but my parents, they said they put theirs in an air fryer, and it got really nice and crispier. So I think that's what I'm going to do next time, is put mine in the air fryer. And I didn't think about doing it to my stove. My oven is a convection oven, and I didn't think about putting it in there for the air fryer setting, which I should have. But next time, I'm sure they'll have some more kohlrabi to give me, and I'll take care of it and do that. But then they also gave us some beautiful green beans, and in an upcoming video, I have made some quiche and some green bean almondine, which was absolutely delicious. You'll see here in just a little bit how big those green beans were. I couldn't believe they're almost the size of my hand. They gave us about almost 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds of green beans. And I cooked half of them up one night, and I'm going to be cooking them the other half in another day or two. But boy, I tell you what, that soup tasted super delicious with that bok choy in there. It gave it a really nice flavor. And my husband said he really, really enjoyed his broccoli cheddar soup. I put them in some 16-ounce plastic containers. I allowed them to sit in my refrigerator overnight to get nice and cold. I also needed to make some room in the freezer, and I just did not have time to do that day. So I had put them in the next day. Now I have the chicken broth cooling in the refrigerator, so then I can make a little bit more room and add that into the freezer as well. I have some videos that I'm going to be making and needing some chicken broth. So that's why I needed to get that taken care of. But boy, I can't believe the deliciousness of some of these fresh veggies. So I hope this gives you guys some ideas in the coming summer months for any of your abundance of fresh, delicious vegetables. And I hope this inspires you to make something, a little bit different. Go outside of the box, think outside of the box. I never would have thought to put kohlrabi in my potato /unslash leek soup. So now you see here, I'm just rearranging the kohlrabi. The kohlrabi's on the right-hand side. The cauliflower is on the left. And I've got my French fry seasoning right here. And I made up a small little batch, and I just used the whole thing. It was very delicious. I will go ahead and make homemade French fries, actual potato French fries with these, and see how that also tastes with that seasoning. But I'm just giving you a heads up. That seasoning was absolutely delicious. I can't wait to make again. So I really just want to say thank you so much for all the inspiration and all the videos that you guys continue to watch for me. And it is a blessing to do these. I still work full-time at home, but I'm able to do this part-time, and I absolutely love it. So thank you for visiting my home today. If you like these videos, please go ahead, like, share, but most importantly, go ahead and subscribe. And I just want to say again, thank you very much. You guys all have a great evening. Bye.